y'all doing tonight? Um, I got a series called Message to the Black Community where I usually dive into type of things like this, but I'm starting a new series, and this is gonna be the first entry in that new series called Black People, This Is Why. You know, as a black person who have been on both sides of the coin, being on the side of the coin I am on now, you tend to go places and you see, I call it prejudice. I don't call it racism. Racism means that they don't like you because of your skin color. Prejudice means that they don't like you because maybe the way you carry yourself, maybe the way you look. They've had a bad experience with somebody that looked like that. So I go places and I go different places, and you will experience certain things. But once you get to the point where I'm at, first and foremost, I'm a man of God. But not only that, once you get to a situation where you understand things, that's why the Bible saying all you're getting, get an understanding. You say to yourself, well, is these people wrong for feeling this way? Right? And I always tell people I look at the black community as my child. That's why I started on this journey with this channel and trying to help black people get it together. Whether it be one black person I help or 10, I'm happy with it because I understand that there's a serious problem going on in our community on a lot of different levels. And I have the solutions, and we have to execute on those solutions. And first of all, a lot of us don't even understand that it's a problem because we so caught up in stuff that doesn't matter, right? So these videos, I don't know how long they're gonna be. They're gonna vary in length, but I'm gonna break down two cases in this situation, to give you an understanding. Even when police pull you over, these gonna be a lot of them gonna be police situations, but it's gonna be other situations too. But in police situations, you know, I'm gonna give you a quick analogy real fast. If I'm in the woods hunting, right? I decide to go hunting in the woods. I understand that there's wild animals in the woods, so I'm gonna bring a weapon, right? Particularly a gun. If I say come out to use the restroom or walk to my vehicle, come out of the tent and I see a big large bear, or any type of animal that I know can hurt me from his history, um, I may not act right then and there, but if this animal begin to close in on me, I'm gonna react. It's not that I hate that animal. As a matter of fact, I love all animals except snakes and spiders. But I'm just that's a just but to get off of what I'm saying, I'm gonna I'm gonna shoot that bear because he may not be coming to attack me, but he closing in on me. I know what bears are known to do, so I have that whole lay down. I'm not doing that. I have to protect me because it's people who love me. Not to mention I love myself, and I have to protect myself. So because that animal, whatever animal it is that I know is a dangerous animal that could possibly kill me, I'm gonna take him out first. Doesn't mean I hate that animal. Doesn't mean I hate bears. Why am I saying this? You have been told, this is why I have a deep repugnance and I despise these quote unquote black leaders, these liberal black pastors, these black political figures that so called love black people that all represent the Democratic Party, which they don't. And this is why. They tell you that the cops hate you. They tell you that the cops are hunting black people. No, that is not the case. Do some of these people not like black people? Of course. Just like they have all races have some people that they don't like of the other race. That and all people have people that they don't like of their own race. That's just life, right? But all these people getting up in the morning saying to themselves, today I'm killing a black man. I don't believe even the racist cop in America feels that way. Because when they do this, it's just so much come after that. You had people who had lynch mobs and waiting for these people to come outside. They gonna be scrutinized. They gonna be demonized. Like it's too much come with just killing somebody. Even though in most situations they don't get found guilty, but still it's just so much. You gotta change your whole life. Some situations you gotta move out of town. You could possibly lose your career. Like they is not doing that, but like I said, they have to protect themselves. And when you're dealing with black people, listen to our music. I don't want to hear about this, that. I'm talking about my people. Listen to your music. Black people, a black man, and probably a black woman these days, the way things are going, but a black man is 8 times more likely to be killed by another black man than anybody else. Black on black crime is happening at an alarming rate. These people see all this. These people are the ones who picking up these dead bodies. These people in most situations are afraid because they know, like I said about the bear, what could possibly happen with somebody who look like this. It is what it is. So I'm about to review 2 cases from you, one fatal, one wasn't, and it could have been fatal and justified because these 2 individuals didn't comply in the worst way. Not just not complying with their mouth, but they did other things that could have cost them their life, and one of them it did. But the reason why I'm making this series, I'm starting this new series, is because I get it. I understand. Do I feel like they right? Heck, no, they wrong for you supposed to judge somebody off your experience. I don't care if every black man or every black woman you ever dealt with did you bad. You supposed to judge every man off their own, every part of you meet. Same thing with black people. Instead of judging all white people and putting them in a box, judge each white person or any person you deal with. Judge them for them, not what they people did, not what people who look like them did. Judge them for them. I understand that what happened in a perfect world, we don't live in a perfect world, so that's why I'm saying this. Now I understand that the black wokety wokes, the internet revolutionaries, the liberal blacks, they gonna come across this channel, oh, he a coon, he this, he justifying it. But this not even for them. This video not for them. This video is not for them. This video can't help them. They already done most. Now they got some people that's gonna come to the other side. They gonna see the light eventually. And then some people, I hate to say it, a lot of people in my community, they just gonna soak them to a bad situation if they ever get pulled over by the police. But if not that, something else, because they just listen, man. Liberal blacks, these black wokety woke, these fake internet revolutionaries who support all these people that I named, like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Barack Obama, Corey Bush, Maxine Waters, Hank Johnson, all these liars, and believe what they say and stand on it. Oh yeah, black white people. Listen, man, they can't be held. This video is for my fellow black kings and queens. This video is for my fellow black civilized men and women. This video is for my fellow black conservative men and women. So you can understand if you've always been that way or if you come on the other side and turned a new leaf when you came to God or whatever the situation is, you like me, you once was like that, but now you like this. Right? This is for y'all. Because I understand that sometimes you go places and you not even that way. You're a good person. You carry yourself correct. You did all the right. Not saying you perfect, but you're not a quote unquote thug or city girl. You conduct yourself and you handle yourself like a black king or queen. But you may have dreadlocks. You may do this and you may get judged by that. And sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes you get upset, and sometimes you may even react like farther with an attitude or verbally on that scene right then in the moment, because you like, I'm not like what you trying to handle me like. This video is for y'all, because as I said earlier, in all your get an understanding, and once you have an understanding of things begin to change. You begin to look at things different. When I have run in with police now, ever since I changed my life and got myself together and turned from one of those people that was a part of the problem to being a part of the solution, I've never had an issue with police. I had one issue with police, and I had a warrant for some old stuff, a probation, a misdemeanor probation warrant that was about 2 or 3 years old, and I just went to jail. I didn't cause a scene. I ended up losing my job because of that. I had to miss work. I didn't cause a scene though. So in these situations, worst case scenario, go to jail. But don't fight the police, because you will lose, and in some cases you will lose your life. And if you feel that you're being wrong, especially in the time we live in now, don't have that mindset of, oh, they not gonna do nothing. That is a lie, and I'm telling you from experience, that is a lie. If you get that bad number, you get that officer name, and he did anything wrong by you, they got body cam, and you go report that, and they review his body camera, they did anything, you will either be compensated, charges will be dropped, something will happen, and he will be fired, placed on leave, something will happen. They're not playing this because the police are under a microscope right now. So they're not going to take it for granted. I'm telling you from experience. Not experience that I did, but people I know. More than one. So we're going to get off into this video. And as we watch this video, I'm going to chime in from time to time.
In the line of duty, sometimes a simple arrest can turn into complete and utter chaos.
Stop! We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash! Stop the car! Stop the car! Put your hands out the window!
This is Xavier Felder Thomas, and on the 20th of September 2020, officers in Cowlitz County, Washington were alerted to a potential domestic violence case at 2600 block Hemlock Street. Upon arrival, officers found 25-year-old Xavier Felder Thomas having a verbal argument with his girlfriend.
Can I step over you? Have you step over here? Just step over here. Hey.
What are you going to do?
We're trying to figure things out. Can you step over here? Hey. Step over here. Hey. Get back in your vehicle. I don't need mouth. Step over here.
We're having a conversation, sir.
I know. Just step over here. I'll explain everything. I just need you to step over here.
What did you do?
So, I just need you to hang tight, all right?
Yes.
You have your ID on you?
Yes, I have one.
Day before. What's that? So, we're getting calls of a DV.
What's a DV?
Domestic violence.
No domestic violence.
I know, just hang tight.
We never touch each other.
I know, it's just so. I don't mean to be a rude or a right. It's just for my safety, we have to separate everyone. That's just. I don't mean to be a. That's just the way it is here in Washington. Part of our procedures separate. What's been going on?
We just having a conversation. Really, she got mad about some Instagram stuff. It's not nothing serious.
So I want to pause it right there. And this gentleman said that they got into it over some Instagram stuff. First of all, fellas, and I talked a little bit about this in my Freestyle Friday that just passed, and I talk about it a lot. Fellas, and I'm just gonna speak to the fellas in this particular moment. I'm not about to bash. This is not a channel. This is not a gender war channel. This is not a bash black women channel. But I'm gonna say this right here. Fellas, these women that's that caught up in social media, be very careful about that. I'm one of those type of guys, man. These days, I don't even ask women for their phone number. I ask them for their Instagram or their Facebook. And the reason why I do that is because I need to see what you all about. I need to see if you messy. I need to see if you always posting your body. I need to see these things before I even take you serious. Now, as a man of God right now, I'm not into recreational sex. I want to get married. I understand, I'm following the Bible. But I'm saying, if you are one of those people, I understand everybody come across the channel may not believe in God, may not believe in Bible. That's your prerogative. So you may be into recreational sex. These type of women who are overly consumed with social media and what's going on there, looking at your page and doing all this here. These women are nothing but what we used to call cum buckets. That's all they are. And not to be taken serious, because situations like this can happen over a post. Not because he put his hand on her, not because he did something to a child, not because all of what you about to see take place was over him leaving heart eyes on, I don't know who post, but somebody post. So now the cop pulls up and they all acting like it's all good, but these cops not stupid because somebody called the cop for domestic violence for a reason. And we know how we can see what kind of woman she is. We don't have to do a whole this, that, and the third. We can see what type of, just the fact that she's outside in some pants that men supposed to wear under their basketball shorts when they playing basketball, under they football pants, to keep everything in place. This woman has that on outside. That's just basically some drawers, and she's not going to a pool. You can see what type of woman that this is. So I don't have to go off into all that. Leave these women alone, man. And if you're gonna deal with them, once again, I'm talking about me, but I'm not. I know everybody don't believe my beliefs. These women are cum buckets. Do not reproduce with them. Make sure you strap up because they may have several diseases. Leave these women alone because an Instagram post caused a big chaos. Somebody called a DVN, which is a domestic violence call. These people came, and now what you about to see is going to take place. This man could have lost his life, and it would have been his fault. I want to be clear on that. It would have been his fault because he still could have complied. I'm not going to blame her for that. But this is the thing. You always got to deal with the root. You can't deal with the leaves, right? In other words, you have to dig down. What is making this happen? What made him react the way he did? Had her not tripped out over an Instagram post, police would have never been there. Now, of course, when police pulled up, he overreacted, and then one thing led to another. But I'm just showing you all that comes from her, right? Because listen, we have Instagram. I know y'all not married. Instagram is a public platform. You follow people, you friend people, however it works, and you got that right. Now, I get it. It is disrespectful. I will say that. Because why, if you got a woman, you putting hard eyes on anybody else's post, unless it was a celebrity. But, however, whatever, this is the type of situation that you get in when you mess with these type of women.
The officer takes his identification information and starts explaining the intricacies of a domestic violence call, while he waits for another officer to run a background check on the pair.
Again, you're not from here, but I'm informing you what the Washington domestic violence are. So we always investigate. It's always up here, right? We're thinking the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Once we arrive on scene, things, boom, 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 we bring it down here, and we start. Again, domestic violence, I always need coverage. I could be the first one to show up, but that doesn't mean my backup is there. Because it's happened in the past, and I'm not saying with you guys, it's just happened in the past where we show up, let's just say Anna is just, bleeding, and we're thinking, hey, get the hell out of the vehicle, and I'm yanking you out. You start fighting me now, and now she's probably wanting to protect you, and it just becomes a whole mess. So that's why we show up in pairs for DVs. And a DV, an argument. And if they know there's a couple, then guess what? That's what the argument is. But you guys said that it was based off of an Instagram post?
That's all it was, Instagram.
Before, but they're just arguing because of an Instagram post. Because of hard eyes.
As the interview progresses, Xavier gets noticeably more tense. He knows exactly what the police are going to find once they're done running his ID.
Where are you guys coming from?
Coming from Nevada.
From where?
Nevada.
Oh,
Yeah, family in Nevada.
What part? Vegas? Reno? Pleasantdale? Or Pleasantville? One of those?
Is everything good?
Well, right now, dispatch is on a different call.
Just as the officers learn that Xavier should be considered armed and dangerous, he bolts.
And they're... Hey, where are you going? Where are you going?
What's happening?
Watch out!
They actually had a guy who was killed out here in my hometown for doing the same thing, ramming into a police car. When you ram into a police car, you using your car as a weapon, you can potentially hurt this officer, right? I get it. You don't care about the officer's life. I get it. But they care about their life, and their fellow officers care about their life. So at this point, they could have shot him and got away with it. They could have shot him and it would have been justified. God was on his side that day, and that's not what happened.
Ram the patrol car. We ain't coming out.
Over now! Frank, get out the door! Hold on. Hey! Turn around! hands.
That's not smart, man. Well, you ran the police car.
Y'all are slipping. I feel before taser deployed.
Sir, please. Hey,
What?
hey. Stop. You understand?
I'm good.
Can you step back for me, please?
Hey, for one
Hey, all right.
Oh, you got it.
I'm a black man. Patrol car. I got rammed.
Y'all are surrounding me.
Hey, Sergeant.
I'm not resisting. I'm on the ground.
All right. So, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Because when we stand you up, if you fight, you're going to
I'm
be
not
dumped on
gonna
your...
fight. I promise. I swear to God.
All right.
I'm not gonna fight you, sir.
Do you have any weapons on you?
I have nothing on me, sir.
All right. That was a real dumb thing to do. All right.
Just throw me in the back of my rig.
Hey.
Xavier's escape attempt barely lasted 30 seconds. His choice to run was certainly motivated by the warrants for his arrest out of Georgia for several violent crimes, including armed robbery, kidnappings, and other weapon offenses. But according to Xavier, he ran because he was scared.
I'm not going to damage any property. I'm very coherent. I can comprehend. I can talk. Understand English. I'm not ignorant.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
calm down, all right?
I'm calm.
You're already in handcuffs. You're already in handcuffs. No, that's
Exactly. It's nothing I can do. I'm in handcuffs in the backseat. I'm compliant.
Hey, you start complying, we might even let you talk to your girl. But as of right now, you haven't earned that. You already ran one of our patrol cars.
Yo, shit. Y'all scared the fuck out of me?
No, we're done. We weren't.
You said
I was
pull the
even
car
cool.
over or pull in front of him. I'm like, what the?
We never said that. We said shut off the car.
I cut my car off.
Yeah, and then you turned it back on and ran one of
Yeah,
our
because you
patrol
told
cars.
me to pull up on me.
No, he said just pull up forward. He didn't say ram the car. He said pull
Wait.
forward. So we're already past that.
We're past
I'm
this.
gonna lower your window a little bit. That means if you start yelling,
I'm not going to yell.
Thank you.
Officers located a Glock 9mm handgun on the driver's floorboard, loaded with 23 rounds of hollow point ammunition. They also located ledgers, blank check printing paper, and more evidence indicating Xavier was involved in an extensive fraud and identity theft scheme. Xavier Felder Thomas was charged with obstructing a law enforcement officer, attempting to elude, resisting arrest, reckless endangerment, malicious mischief in the first degree, and unlawful possession of firearms. If found guilty, he's looking at up to 21 years in prison and up to $51,000 in fines. And that doesn't even include his warrant out of Georgia. Our next case takes us to Michigan. On the 12th of June, 2023, officers stopped a green Jeep Wrangler on 8 Mile Road near Livernois going 75 miles per hour, 30 miles over the speed limit. Inside the vehicle was 25-year-old Donald Breezel.
Now you driving in a stolen vehicle going 30 miles over the speed limit. And guess what? Whatever, I ain't going to tell y'all what's going to happen, but whatever happened in this situation, you know what his family going to say? He got pulled over because he was black. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is why.
Outside was Officer Gila, who thought this would be a completely routine stop.
How you doing tonight? Officer Jolly, you know why I'm stopping you? Probably I was sliding back there, my four-wheel drive was acting up. Okay. Yeah, you were sliding back there, and then the reason for the speed is what? No reason at all. Okay. Is that your driver's license? Yes, driver's license. This car registered to you, sir? No, sir. I thought it's a manufacturer plate. Yeah. Where's it come back to?
It goes down in the field. It go down. It go down.
Where's it come back to?
Still come back to the dealership.
The dealership?
You recall my last one.
Okay. What dealership does it come back to?
I still died. Not pharmacy or manufacturer. I'm not sure. No, I know how to recall my last one.
Gotcha, okay.
It's the same problem though. I got the same problem. Right here it says third four-wheel drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing in the car I got to be worried about, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Hang tight for me.
After collecting Breezel's ID and insurance paperwork, Officer Gila returns to his cruiser and runs it through his terminal. Something seemed off, so he returned for a second round of questioning.
You from North Carolina, bro? Gotcha, okay. You know, I'm just making sure the VIN matches up, that's it. I'm gonna pop in the door open so I can see the VIN. I ain't got it over there. here on the inside of the door. It should have been right here. It's where it should have been.
Right? But yeah, they just threw me this one. They said this is something they use this
Oh, okay.
do errands in. But I'm stuck with a blitz, you know. It might be fixed.
Gotcha. You got the, the what?
I don't remember. Some under or nothing?
For the VIN? No, the only other place for the VIN would be under. I'd have to check the chassis. I'm not going under there right now. Oh. We'll figure it out in a second here.
All right, we got it.
The vehicle information number was missing from the dashboard, which was also quite suspicious. Once backup arrived, Officer Gila figured he needed the driver to step out of his vehicle. However, Breezel had other plans.
You know where else the VIN might be on this, right? No. That's about it? Okay. Alright, you're gonna have to shut the car off. Shut the car off for me real quick, bud. Alright. So, here, take your seatbelt off for me. Yeah, take it off. I'm ready to step off. Don't take off. Don't take off. Don't take off. Don't. Okay. Stop.
Now he took off with the police officer still got his arm hooked in the car trying to stop him. He could have crashed that car, killed himself, killed the police officer. The police officer could have came out with a gun and shot him to make him stop the car. And guess what? They would have been protesting saying, "Hey, listen, this man got to protect." This is what people don't understand. These police officers are human beings just like everybody else. Are they perfect? No, nobody is. But they're human beings. First of all, any job you work in, whether it's fast food or the top corporation in America, anytime a customer is telling you how to do your job, what you can and can't do, you're going to get upset and frustrated. So police officers are no different, for the record. But getting back to this situation, this guy not only drove off, but he got a cop hanging in the car with him. And the cop would have shoot him, in my opinion, it would have been justified. But you'd have had people like Al Sharpton, the ambulance chaser Ben Crump, talking about he'd happy because he was a black man. Every year, more white men get killed unarmed than anybody. But you never hear about it because it wouldn't fit their narrative. And they want you, these people want you to stay angry. All these people. The liberal whites want you to stay angry so you can constantly be killed and eventually you can be extinguished off the earth. And these race hustlers, like Al Sharpton, Benjamin Crump, and Maxine Waters and all these members of the Democratic Party and Ben Crump, they want you to continue to act like this black man and black woman so you continue to get killed by police and they can cash in on your death. They can cash in on your death and use your death for clout. So nobody's going to tell you to comply, but I will. Or these are the situations that's going to continue to happen.
Oh, relax. Stop. Crap. We're going to crash. Stop. We're going to crash. Relax. Dude, listen, relax. All right, relax. Grab him. Hey. Stop. Listen, relax. Those cars. Okay, relax. Hey, you gotta stop pulling. You gotta relax. Feel safe, bro. Come on, this is dangerous still. Relax. We're not gonna shoot. Relax. You need to relax. Hey, look at me. No. All right, relax. Listen. Get off the accelerator. Get out of the car. Hey, you're gonna get tased right now. Hey, I'm getting tased out, bro. He's getting tased. Tase me, bro. Get out. Tase me, bro. Get out of the car. Get out. Okay, let me.
Breezel tried to run away from the
What if your checking and savings account could work harder for you? Reward you for purchases.
law. to run away from the law, but only got 100 yards before being promptly arrested.
Step out of the car. All right, out of the ground. Get on the ground now. On the ground now. All right. Yeah, you almost killed me. Oh, for what, dude? For what? You can fear all you want. You don't think I was in fear for my life? Secure.
I ain't gonna lie, being a police officer comes with a lot of benefits, and but being a police officer today, how they super scrutinize and just the type of situation they can come up on, like this guy just took this guy, dragged the guy, anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know where I do it. They had to pay me $1 million a year to even think about being a police officer. It just don't even make it. And now it's all about he was in fear of his life. He was, he didn't know what was going on. You know why he feel like that? Because what he's being taught in the household, what he's been taught with his leaders, probably his liberal pastors. Not all pastors, I'm talking about liberal pastors. The black man they gonna kill you if you're a black man. Nothing would have happened to him if he would have just complied. He knew that truck was stolen. He should have just got out and went to jail. You committed a crime, do the time. Don't do these type of things, because these type of things not only can get you hurt, this is why other blacks, such as myself, especially black men, we sometimes get pulled over by police, and it's already an attitude on the police side, because why? He don't, and not only is it an attitude, he's super aggressive because he don't know if I'm this guy. They don't know the difference. That's the thing. They don't know the difference. They don't know, okay, he's civilized, he conservative, he a king. He not these clowns out here, these degenerates, right? These black internet revolutionaries, these liberal black, these woke. He's not one of them. Those cops don't know.
Hey, do me a favor, shut up. These a game, dude? What the hell's wrong with you?
And that cop got every reason to feel that way and be upset.
Get him up. Not cool. All right. What were you thinking, dude? Cool.
Forget it, bro.
It turns out Breesel had given the officers a fake driver's license along with fraudulent insurance paperwork. He tried to speed off when he figured that the jig was up. Officers eventually discovered that the Jeep was stolen 6 months earlier in White Lake Township. He also had multiple warrants out of Southfield, Michigan for fraud, concealing stolen property, and concealing the identity of a motor vehicle. Breesel was jailed on a $50,000 bond and charged with 2 counts of resisting and obstructing police and 4th-degree fleeing and eluding. He's looking at 4 years in prison if he's found guilty. That doesn't even include his outstanding warrant. Our next case takes us to Mount Juliet, Tennessee, where officers pulled over a vehicle that had issues with its tags and was speeding with a headlight out. It was the 2nd of November, 2022, about 11 p.m. when officers pulled over the vehicle on South Mount Juliet Road. Inside the car was a driver, and the subject of this case, Eric Jermaine Allen. Sergeant Josh Lowe was the first officer at the scene.
Hey.
Oh, I'm good. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Good. How are you, puppy? Hey, Sergeant Lowe, Metro Police Department. All right, so a couple things going on here. You know the speed limit through Providence is 35, right?
No, sir, I didn't know.
Yeah, you're going a little faster there. You got a headlight out and your tags are all messed up right
I
now.
just had to pick up on my bill and they won't tag me.
Oh, until it's paid? I got you. All right. You got your license, registration, insurance? Huh? You have an ID? Okay.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
That's all right. What's her name? Huh?
Oh, stop it.
Do what?
Oh, stop it. Buttercup.
Buttercup? And you have any paperwork for the vehicle by chance? Yeah, I'll get your information. You don't have anything with your name on it or anything like that? Oh, you find it? Perfect. Oh, that's yours. Oh, that's yours. Now, do you not have your license with you, or is your license not? It's not. You don't have a license.
The driver goes on to inform the officer that she doesn't have registration, insurance, or a valid driver's license.
Wow.
You're the guy with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know you could go?
The driver goes on to inform the officer that she doesn't have registration, insurance, or a valid driver's license. Sergeant Lowe decides to ask Allen for his ID and continues to ask about the vehicle's information while he waits for backup to arrive.
Sir, do you have a valid license? You just have an ID? Alright. Do what? You don't have a valid license where you can drive? No? Alright. You at least have your ID on you? Alright. Any paperwork for the vehicle?
No, sorry. I don't have no.
Do you have anything like where the bill of sale or anything with the information on?
I got it from Charlotte.
I got you. Just nothing with the vehicle information on it that you got whatsoever.
Like this stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, if it's like it could be like the sale or anything or something that they gave you from the dealership. Did they not provide you with anything?
Yes, they have, sir.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Just all over.
Just all over the place? I got you. Do you have anybody that can drive this then?
I can sit right here and get some other calls. We'll sit here and wait on them to get here.
How long would it take them?
Not long.
Not long?
No, sir.
All right. Hang tight for me. I'll be right back with you, okay?
A second officer eventually joins Sergeant Lowe, after which he heads to the other side of the vehicle and orders the driver out of the car so he can ask her some more questions about her ID.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm messing with your mom, man. You don't like it.
You can literally just.
What? She's not going to run out if you step out, will she?
She probably will.
She probably will?
Yeah.
You want to grab her and hold her then?
I can.
What? Buttercup, right? What's up, Miss Buttercup? Don't run away, Miss Buttercup.
All the way out?
Yes. Hi. So you're... I thought she was going to run out of the car.
No, I got that.
You'll hold that window up so she don't jump out that window. Alright. So how old are you?
I'm 26.
How come you haven't gotten your license yet? It's just an ID. Okay, so this is going to be a real easy one. If you can get your license for the court date I set, they can dismiss it. Just at a small cost. That's what they can do. Because what I'll have to do is cite you for not having a license.
I'm sorry, can we turn off this side? I just can't. You were good in such a light.
Oh, I get that.
Once he's done with that, he heads over to Allen and asks him to exit the vehicle. That's when things very quickly go south.
Okay.
Hi, Eric, can you do me a favor and step out here for me, please? Mom? Yes, sir, step out. Oh, is the seatbelt broken? Step out here for me. Hey, quit right.
Right there, he could have got popped and it'd have been justified. Because his own body cam that he's reaching for something. Never do that. Never be under arrest or talking to the police and in a vehicle and reach for something. You asking for a bullet. But because he I'm not going to get off until I'm going to let y'all finish watching it. But right then and there, he could have got shot. right there, and the police would have been justified, right? This is why.
Okay, you scaring the crap out of me doing that. Alright, don't reach for anything.
You scaring me. You heard what the
Alright,
officer
you
said.
want to grab Buttercup for me? She's right here on your side. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Son of a bitch. Stop the car.
With hundreds of games and weekly editions, Chumba Casino is your portal to an endless world.
Come off the car.
Sergeant Lowe deployed his taser, then his gun, and shot Allen multiple times, forcing the car to come to a stop.
Go to county and ambulance. Another one. Another one. I shot him. I gotta get him out. Hit the unlock. Hit the unlock.
Officers attempted to render aid, but Allen died at the scene. The family of Eric Allen filed a complaint with the U.S. Department of Justice, asking for criminal charges to be brought against Sergeant Lowe. However, he was not charged in the death of Eric Allen, based on the grand jury's findings. Lowe was initially placed on paid leave before returning to work at the end of the month. Our final...
Now, the thing about that is this. That was an unfortunate situation where the brother lost his life, but he asked for that. All you had to do was get out of the car, and apparently it was something that you didn't want them people to find out, so take your lick and go to jail. You ride with a woman who have no registration, no license, no insurance, nothing. Just ride in a car on faith. And I ain't talking about God and faith. Stupid faith, right? And so, this brother's life was cost because he resisted and reacted in a negative way toward this officer. But my thing is this, like I said, this is going to be a reoccurring series, but this is why. This is why us black kings and queens get handled in certain situations, because guess what? These people watch these videos, these people know what's going on, and they scared of us. Rightfully so. They listen to our music. They see how they pick up the bodies when we killing each other at an all-time rate. And now we being aggressive. Man, that man was scared for his life. And what happened in this situation could have happened in the two previous situations. But the cop was just, they understand that they so scrutinized. I guess that's because that dude that took off in the story before this with that guy took off with the officer hanging out the window trying to stop the thing. He could have been shot, justified. And the first one where he rammed the cop car, he used his car as a weapon. He could have been shot. It'd have been justified. These are the situations that happen. And I'm not really going to be mad at the family. I mean, that's their family member. They supposed to, do what they can. But nothing is going to happen because you have to teach your children to be proactive and not reactive. As a young child, you need to be teaching your children, your grandchildren, because a lot of time the parents is raising the grandparents is raising the children. When a cop pull you over, comply. I don't want to hear nothing else. Comply. Because if not, these are the type of things that can happen. But like I said, I'm starting this series for the black people like myself who's civilized, conservative, and a king. They got a rulership mindset, and it's time where we get treated wrong for clowns like the 3 clowns I just showed y'all. And this is why. Well, why the police always doing this? Or why when I go places I get treated? This is why. And this is volume 1 in the entry. This is volume 1 in a new series that I'm starting called Black People, This Is Why. Thank y'all for watching, and God bless.